On today's Golf is Ruining My Life, we talk about Instagram golfers who happen to be ladies, and we happen to watch quite a lot.
I don't know what that is. I don't know what you're talking about. On this episode, I also talk about the fact that since my best round of golf ever, I'm scared to play golf again. It's all to come up in the next half an hour.
Yes, please. There is life after the Masters. Golf is Ruining My Life is not just for the Masters, it's also for life. Is there?
Yes.
It's something like that, isn't it?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Hello, welcome back to Great Britain's second biggest golf podcast. This is Golf is Ruining My Life. And I just want to very quickly address everyone who emailed, and we had so many amazing messages about the Masters content. Thank you to everyone who said, why don't you do a podcast every day? Why don't you know? Why don't you get in the bin?
None of the people who said that were our wives, Tom, suggesting.
No.
Because it was fairly controversial, the staying up till 1:30 and having to do a slightly whispered Golf is Ruining My Life, knowing that my wife and kids were all asleep in the house and having to make sure that I talked about, especially on the day that Rory won. And I don't know about you, Tom, my social media has just been, my Instagram now is just endless Rory interviews, Bryson interviews, Justin Rose interviews, Rory interviews, Bryson interviews. That's it, on a loop.
Yeah. I like the fact that Rory's changed his bio to whatever it is, like the Grand Slam or whatever it's called. I'm so tired, I can't even remember the official title of what he's gone on to do. But in the bio of his Instagram and Twitter, he's now got like Grand Slam winner.
Yeah. And also, I've got to say, and I was hinting at this the other day, the green jacket really suited him. It genuinely, he looked good in the green jacket.
He did. He looked so good.
He did. He did. He looked good. It was a great
moment. Amazing. It was. This is old ground now. I don't want to cover it again, but it really was a very special Masters, and I think everyone we spoke to since that fateful Sunday evening has all said the same. It's unlikely we're going to get another one like that again. But we loved doing it. But to answer the question, no, we won't be doing a podcast every single day going forward. However, on today's podcast, we will be delving into email corner with our friends at Golf Bidder again. So wait for that after the adverts and some products.
Yeah, in 10 minutes or so. Before we do that, though, I just want to very quickly say a big thank you to my wife, who today performed something of a rescue operation. Now, I have something which is a bit of a divider in golf circles, and I've actually got her right here. So for those of you watching on YouTube, hello, and if you're listening, I will describe what I'm holding in my hand. This is my 3-wood head cover, which is also identical to my youngest dog, Peggy, whose birthday is actually the day we're recording this. She's 2 years old today. And this is a Daphne's head cover. They're wonderful. I love Daphne's head covers. And not everyone loves the old dog head cover. Rory, of course, has I believe, a pug or a St. Bernard as his.
I think, this is the only reason you can even possibly get away with this. There is a small gap for you to shoot that 7-iron through. And that gap is made purely by Rory McIlroy having something similar to what you've got in your hands.
Let me bunt this one through. I just want to tell you, I do have them and I love them dearly. And I've got 2 dogs and I've got head covers. My driver head cover looks like my other dog. Anyway, this morning I was taking the golf clubs off somewhere and this fell off and I was having to get a train, and I realised as I was on the tube platform that I'd lost Peggy on the walk to the tube station, and it was at 7 o'clock in the morning, and my wife had to go out. I texted her saying, I can't go back because I'm going to miss my train. You need to go out of the house now at 7 o'clock in the morning and find Peggy. And I forgot to say Peggy the head cover.
Yeah, okay.
So
right, yeah.
My wife woke up and thought I'd lost one of our dogs. So the moment she discovered it was only my head cover was quite a come down. Anyway, she went and found it. She went out, and it was about 200 yards away from my house. So it was a 7-wood away from my house. So thank you to Beth, who picked up this odd black rag on the floor that is Peggy, a beautiful scruffy black poodle cross.
Dropping things out of your golf bag, I have been, in my time, prolific for. I was so bad for it for a long time. Dropping my phone into the bag, that was always a nightmare. I did that so much. That's how we discovered the secret zip. We have covered this on the show before. If you're new, there's a zip in one of your pockets. You might not know about it. It's normally in the big one where you keep your waterproof. So if you put your hand all the way to the bottom, there's a zip that goes to the bottom of your bag. That is where you'll find some Mars bars and my old phone. I did drop I dropped a hat last week that I was wearing on my head that I put onto my driver head cover. Then that dropped it off, and I had to divert from the fairway I was on back to the previous fairway to get my. It was my hat from the Open. But there is something that I saw, Tom, on that round of golf that I have purposely not told you about until now.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God. What a bombshell you're preparing. Pull out the pin and let this grenade go. Let's hear it.
Now, I was playing behind a group of 3 or 4 lads, junior golfers, I would say, and I don't want to throw them under the bus. The etiquette was bad. The etiquette was
How
poor.
old were they?
I don't know, man. Probably like high school age, like maybe the same age as me when I was a junior golfer, right?
Okay, like 14, 15.
Something like that, yeah. And I was a single behind them. And from about hole 3, I was waiting on every single shot, right? And I was like, man, this is... And I said to the guys playing with me, I was like, wow, like back in the day as a junior golfer, if there was any adults behind me, I would be like, let them play through. Just let them get through. They know what they're doing.
Yeah, golf is great. If you're playing golf as a junior, you really learn on a deep, intrinsic, cellular level to be terrified of adults.
Yes. Oh, God, yes. If you're a junior golfer, the adults take priority. They get the tee times. Don't get in their way. Let them play through. Don't slow them down. And these lads, bless them, they didn't really grasp this. And I was like, fine, cool, whatever. I'm not going to be a grumpy old man. I'm not going to be that older golfer that I always hated as junior. I'll be cool. And then
I'm waiting for
9, well, at 9, they left. And
crying because you've been shouting at them.
No, I'm not. I'm not you. I wouldn't do that.
Touche.
I did notice on 9, and I'm fascinated to see what people say about this. One of them was wearing a Real Madrid t-shirt, like a football shirt on a golf course.
Association football? Soccer?
This
I
feels
don't
like
know,
one of those
thank you.
of those sort of ubiquitous golfing crimes that we all agree is a golfing crime. Is this fine, or am I old and fusty now? I can't work it out.
Is that a golfing crime? Yes or no? Let us know. I've got a golfing crime that I committed the other day, and it was with you. So you were kind of my accomplice in this crime. And we had a meeting for Golfers Ruining My Life on a WhatsApp video call. And I was playing with my mate John, and I said, John, I'm going to take this Golfers Ruining My Life call. I'll sort of play a bit while we play along. Do you mind? And John was the nicest guy in the world. John was like, of course, mate, I don't mind. We were just knocking it around for fun. No one on the course. But I played for half an hour while we had a catch up about plans. And I played golf with a Zoom, not even with a headphone in.
Yeah. When I think about it, that's actually... I didn't really pick this up at the time. That's a massive golfing crime. I would
Huge
say,
golfing crime.
I don't think that's as bad as a Real Madrid t-shirt. What's the word?
No.
I want to say jersey, but that feels American.
Strip.
Yeah.
That's what you want to say.
Football strip top.
I
felt like
I
a
wonder
big crime.
if we maybe came up with a system, much like a driving license, where you can get points on your golf license. I would suggest... A junior wearing a football strip is 1 or 2 points because it's a junior. An adult wearing it is 3 to 6 points. Okay, so you have to be a bit chilled about juniors wearing stuff like that. I think. Having a phone call.
I shouldn't have rugby tackled him. No,
you should not have rugby tackled. No, you should have soccer tackled him. You should have football tackled him, mate. Take his ankles. So I would say that's less of a crime. I think the crime of me going along having a full-on video call without even a headphone in. I'd say that's 4 points. Interested to know, please. You name the crime and give us the penalty points that should be associated with that crime. Email us, thetoms@golfersruiningmylife.co.uk, or write it in the comments below. We're very interested to hear how you grade different golfing crimes.
Changing into your golfing shoes in the car park on the back of your car. This is one that I think older members get really funny about. I frankly don't give a damn. You change.
I don't give a damn, my dear.
Who cares?
Mate, I don't care if you're living in your Ford. It doesn't bother me at all. Yeah. People, I've always found this weird. I've changed my shoes in the back of cars so many times. And also these days, it's a dying art because lots of people drive in their golf shoes now because lots of people don't have spikes anymore anyway. So one day we will mourn the loss of watching harassed middle-aged men trying to put their old sad hips onto the back seat of a car to try and put some old shoes on. I think it's crazy. I think that's always a dead giveaway. And it's this time of year as well when you get the fair weather golfer starting to reappear. Tag a fair weather golfer in your life right now. If there's someone who suddenly has got into golf again post the Masters.
Welcome
and we've
back.
been here, man. Yeah, we've been here through the hard winter months talking about new drivers and hoping one day we wouldn't have to use Castle tees. And now someone rocks up. It's
you
the
try
worst.
Doing a podcast talking about the mats in January. You try and do 6 weeks of content on when we're going to get grass tees back. It's hard graft out here.
It's not easy. It's true though, isn't it? The fair weather golfers who suddenly reappear and clog up the fairways. And one of the big signs is they get their shoes They change them in the back of their car, and their shoes are a disgrace. The leather on those shoes is from cows who were killed in the last century. I mean, it's just old
Great
stuff.
for the environment. It's good to keep using those same shoes. That's good.
Very good. Mm-hmm.
I don't want to leave this whole idea of rules and stuff because now I'm a member of a new place. I'm seeing all their rules and stuff. And I would say the golf club I've joined, I absolutely love it. It's a traditional golf course, right? Is how I'd present it.
My friend played there the other day at your place. My friend Malcolm played there, and he went, "It's quite nice that. How did Tom Green get in there?" Which I thought was lovely. Really charming. Really
don't know
nice.
how
Thanks,
I feel
Malcolm.
about that.
Lovely
But
stuff.
thank you so much. How did I get in there? Because Centurion said no. A sign went up in the window saying, "Please, can all members take their hats off when in the clubhouse?" And I was like, "This is good." This is one of those rules that you never know whether people are going to enforce or not. And I always think it's sad when someone will say, "Oh, would you mind, can you take your hat off, please?" When there's no sign saying it. It's one of those etiquette things that isn't a big thing for some places and is a big thing for other places. So I'm like, great, if that's the sort of thing that you want, stick a sign up. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm not sure I agree. We've just taken that rule away at our place. About 2 years ago, they took it away because loads of juniors were going in with their hats on, and people and grown-ups were just using it as an opportunity to have a go at kids.
That's
I just
the
think
problem.
it's completely stupid. It doesn't bother me at all. Again, it's going back to the golfing crimes thing. That's 0 for me. It's just absolutely fine. Doesn't bother me at all. I don't understand why people get so fussy about hats in the clubhouse. I would, however, say, I literally have just described doing it myself, using phones on the course. The phones on the course is a big problem because people use the phones for golfing apps and stuff like that, and which means you got your phone out and you get distracted by your phone.
You can't put a rule in to get rid of phones on the course. No. I don't think it'll work.
But they did exist until quite
19
recently.
for ages. I'm also I'm putting cards in every time I play. I'm putting my score in my EG app after every hole. Are you not doing that? That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah,
The phones, of course. Talking of scores, before we get to ads, can I tell you something horrific which happened to me today?
Yes, please. I would adore that.
Horrific. So my last 2 rounds at my course have been something like 24 and I think 14 over, right? I've not shot a good round there for a while. That's fine. I've got some stuff going on with my golf. Don't worry about it.
He's fine. He sounds fine about it. That's fine. He sounds fine.
Do I look fine?
Do
I sound fine? Yes, of course. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Doesn't matter at all. I've been drinking a lot. Today, my son, who's 12 years old, shot 17 over.
Wow.
He shot 88.
That's proper golf.
I wasn't anywhere near the teens, and he was playing with proper golfers who properly scored him, so he wasn't even lying. So I can't even have the comfort of suspicion.
Project Tiger in full force.
I think so. I think that ship might have sailed, but no, he's 12 years old. He's too old now. Or maybe not, I don't know. But
there is no too old. I don't think there is too old, right? I don't know these days.
Have I got a chance by that logic?
I don't have children, but I'll be forcing my children to play golf from the age of 2. Project Rory / Project Tiger is going to be full in force. I never had pushy parents. My parents weren't pushy at all. I'm going to be the opposite of that. I'm going to be an unbearable parent. You will play golf.
Yeah. Before you do that, though, I would warn you, before you start bullying your kids, and it is a really interesting topic, actually, how we get our kids to play golf, and I'm passionate about it, and I'm so lucky both my boys love playing it. Before you do any sport with your kids, golf or football or whatever, read the Andre Agassi book about, his memoir about being a tennis player. It's an amazing read, even if you're not into tennis, which I'm not. Okay. Have you read it, Tom?
No. Why? Give me the sort of synopsis. I want the goodbooks sort of .com review.
Yeah, forced to play tennis, sort of hated his parents for making him do it, learnt to hate tennis and himself, suffered hugely, had a pretty horrible, tortured childhood because of it, was the best in the world and was an incredible tennis player, and only in his middle age did he come to peace with it. But it's an incredible book.
And he was good at tennis. My kids will be good at
And
golf.
he married Steffi Graf, mate. I mean, you know what I mean?
Don't know who that is, but that's fine. I mentioned something to you the other day as well that I want to bring up on the podcast. I've really struggled to have the ambition to go and play another full carded 18
after
getting my 8 over.
I predicted this would happen. Yes, it happened to me after my 2 over. Yeah.
It's funny, isn't it? It's because I'm almost nervous that it's not going to live up to what I did. And because my round was, as we've discussed recently on this podcast, there is no great round. Obviously, they're great rounds, but when you look back at my round, I'm like, God, I scrambled a lot. Did I really deserve my 8 over? There's all that sort of stuff going on, and I did deserve my 8 over, right? But I see that there was so many shots where I scrambled and got up and down. I think, God, I don't know if I can do that again, and I don't want to go back to shooting 88 and 90 and all this sort of stuff. But it's funny, right?
I think you've got to bite the bullet. You've got to get on with it, and you're not going to shoot 8 over again or think like that. And actually, I think you definitely are, because you're getting so much better at the moment. So don't worry about it. Just get on with it. But also, on the scrambling thing, it's quite interesting how often we look back at scrambling and think it was luck and go, "Oof, that was lucky." And you forget, no, it was a really good chip. Stop thinking about good chips as luck. It's a big problem for me. I'll hit a good chip and go, I've really dodged that bullet. And it's like, no, you need to think. Yeah, think about it in the same way. If you hit a good drive, I don't tend to think, I've dodged that bullet. I think, I'm good at driving. Or I've hit a good 5-iron. Yeah, I'm good at hitting a 5-iron. If I hit a good chip and get the par, get the up and down, I think, I'm lucky. I'm a bit of a fraud. I've dodged a bullet. No, don't think like that. No, I've got a par because I'm really good at chipping. And if you think like that, you can build that and it becomes regular and it's not that big a deal. And scrambling will keep you in single figures, man.
Now, we've had some of the best emails of our podcasting 3-year life over the last couple of weeks. So should we delve into some products and then delve into email corner and hand out 50 quid with our friends at Golf Bidder?
I don't know about you, but I'm going head and indeed ear first into some products, and then I'll be back with some lovely emails. Don't go anywhere. Hello and welcome back. I hope you enjoyed your product spa there. Let's get back down to business now. Time for Email Corner. We do this every single Thursday on Golf is Ruining My Life. This part of the show is sponsored by Golf Bidder. Don't forget, go and have a look on Golf Bidder. See what you can find. There is an affiliate link in the episode description. Have a little click. Even if you don't buy anything, just clicking on the link and having a little search around helps Tom and I and helps Golf is Ruining My Life. So that's that bit of business done. We've had some wonderful emails, haven't we, Tom?
I would love to jump into Email Corner right now, and we'll start with, should we start with, I think it is.
Yep.
At this point, he said at the end of this email, please keep me anonymous. So you won't have heard his name. This is an anonymous listener.
Okay. Over to Anon. I mean, it's
Anon
classic.
At the start of the email, guys.
The last word of the email is Anon.
Anon sent from iPhone. Christ! Okay. Anon says, hi guys, loving the pod and glad you are getting the recognition you deserve. Stop it, you flirt.
And that's the email of the week. Congratulations. Brilliant stuff. You have one. Not really.
Listened every morning to your Masters recaps and always listen every week. Thank you. I emailed a few months ago and got a shout out, lovely, about my local course not being qualifying and unable to put a card in. However, practice and playing regularly, I become a bit of a bandit unintentionally.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I managed to win the second qualifying comp of the year with a 93 gross, 63 net. Yeah. Without even feeling I'd played to my utmost potential, and have also put a general play card in now. And in the space of a week, I'm down from 30.6 index to 25.4.
I mean, it feels like a big drop because it is, but as a percentage, it's not. It's the same as me going from 5 to 4. As a percentage of your total number, it's not that mad.
I also think big drops when you start golf and you're in those 30s, high 20s is very normal. That will happen. My goal has been to get to 15 to 18 handicap this year, and I'm steadily on my way down. Now, this is the interesting bit. However, a few of the older guys I play with are debating my goal as unachievable. Already, this annoys me. To go from 30 to 15 in a year, as it's too big of a jump. Wondered your thoughts on this and whether you think it's doable if the right time and practice and lessons and playing is put towards it. Hope you guys manage to get the big break you deserve and go full-time with the pod. Don't tell the bosses.
Don't let our radio bosses hear that, thank you.
And break into the YouTube playing type content. Just you on that.
Funny you should say that, Anon. Funny you should say that.
Thanks, Anon. Maybe even a video from golf in Morocco. Leave it out. Thanks for being a steady, reliable listener that never fails to entertain. Anon. Right, Tom.
Lovely.
Are they being unfair, those older gentlemen?
100%. There is every chance you can go from 30 to 15. I would say if you are off 30 and you've been off 30 for years and you were off 20 and you've gradually gone up because you're not playing enough or you've had an injury or, you're just not feeling it anymore, then, it's hard to go from 30 to 15. If you are just getting back into it, if you are starting up, if you are doing lessons, 30 to 15 in a year is totally, totally achievable. And not least because a lot of that area, to go from 15 to 5 in a year, that makes me go, that's I think, harder. But 30 to 15, so much of that is about tidying up. It's about trimming those unsightly hairs around your body. It's just about getting rid of that silly double bogey. Why have you got a triple on there? Don't lose the ball there. Don't take the driver there. It's scrambling. It's tidying up. And that is totally achievable.
15 handicap as well. So let's look at that realistically. On most courses, you're probably going to get, if you're playing off 15, your playing handicap on that course will be maybe more like 16, maybe 17.
Yeah.
So therefore, your handicap represents you on your best day. So really, if you're regularly shooting 20 over, you're probably going to be on about a 15 handicap is how I look at it. Yeah. And there's no reason why you couldn't get to that in a year.
Yeah, ignore them, Anon. You are definitely on course to do that. Good. Let us know how you get on as well, please, Anon. Hello to Jason Hayes. Good morning, Tom Club. Very nice. Why do we do it to ourselves? I love it when an email starts like that. I've got to say, I haven't been to golfing Despairville for a while, and I'm sure I'll be there soon, but it's nice when someone else is there. It makes me feel warm inside. Because
I think we're due it, by the way, Tom. I think we are both... Well, you're sort of... I don't want to say you're in Despairville right now, but 24 over and a 14 over doesn't put you in great... That's not your golf.
But don't you see the difference now? I'm not feeling the despair. I'm cool. No, I'm calm. It's okay.
You can't... But it's when do you think we can go past despair? Are we past despair? Are we sort of in a post-despair world?
I have learned from doing this podcast that, and thinking about my emotional balance with golf, and thinking, oh my God, the number of times I end up not enjoying golf is insane because I love this and I cannot keep doing this to myself. So I have, over time, realised that when I have the bad rounds, the good ones will come. Anyway, let's not talk about me. So Jason says, I was lucky enough to grow up on a golf course in New Zealand. Wow, and started playing at 8 years old. I was one of those annoying 13-year-olds of single figures that everyone smiles at through gritted teeth. I think my son's going to be like that, and I'm kind of... From 8 to 20 years, golf was all we did. However, I then moved to London. I've heard of that. I didn't really play for 10 years, which grew to another 10 with having kids and their sports commitments. So suddenly that's 20 years with no golf. And we are not on this planet forever. So that is a tragedy. Fast forward to present day when I'm finally joining my mates at a new club. I've dabbled in the odd round, ranging from somewhere in the mid-80s, and was full of self-confidence once playing again. Could get into single figures. It's that thing, isn't it? I could ice skate as a child. I will be able to do that shortly. Yep. Oh no, it's not the case.
Some golfers, by the way, can do that. I know golfers that haven't played for 30 years and were single-figure golfers and pick up the golf club again and go, and I'll play off 8. And it's just like that. And that is annoying.
I hate them. Your friend is a natural sportsman. I hate him.
Oh, Matt Dudley. Hate that guy. Hate that guy.
Hi, Matt. I dreamt all weeks of the lush fairways and delicate chips that were coming to me on Sunday. Full of one too many coffees and adrenaline, I couldn't calm my nerves and proceeded to chunk, slice, and shank my way around the front 9.
Oh, dear.
What did you expect?
Yeah,
I was assuring my playing partners that I could indeed play the sport, but inside I knew my mind had disintegrated and it was telling my body to follow.
I love that.
The pleasures of the human condition.
I love that moment when you're playing with someone new and it's all going wrong, because I do this all the time, and maybe this just shows my insecurities, but I be playing with new people. If it's going wrong, I'm like, I'm not normally like this. Oh, bloody hell, I forgot how to play. I promise you I can play golf, and it's all going wrong. We've all been there.
Yeah, that's a weird shape. I don't normally do that shape. What, skittled along the ground? Yeah, that's not really my shape. I couldn't believe it. I literally hadn't done that. Oh, I see. Imagine my horror when I added up my front 9 score and it was 62.
Oh, you get your money's worth.
Yes, true story. I couldn't believe it. I literally hadn't done that since I started playing as a young boy. And this was the first card towards my handicap. That's pressure. That's big pressure, man. Never underestimate when you know you're putting cards in to start the handicap. You've been doing that recently, TG, on your journey, and you've thrived under that pressure, I think, but not everyone does.
No, and also let's remember the lesson that I learned. Don't try and protect a handicap that's too good for you, because it's just depressing.
Yes.
It's just depressing to lose every single time. Have a handicap that reflects your level of golf, for Christ's sake.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. I hadn't done that since I started playing as a young boy, and this was the first card. How does this happen to a 50-year-old? Anyway, once I stopped caring so much, now I'm seeing it. Yeah. I steadied the ship with a 43 back 9, which was around what I expected for a round of 106. That's, I think, 100, anywhere around there. If you've not played, that's okay. Humbled is an understatement. We were playing my tough new course for the first time off the tips. What do you expect?
Oh my God!
And as you can see, I'm
20 years off the tips.
Yeah, of course. I'm still scrambling for excuses. Anyway, for this last week, golf has indeed ruined my life. I tell you what, when you use the title of the show in the email, very nice. Awesome podcast. I told everyone I played with here in Adelaide, South Australia, to tune in. Oh, Jason. Sorry, I went.
Can you do that?
Is that an offensive
fine?
Australian accent?
I think that's
Probably
offensive.
not.
You shouldn't do that. Sorry, Jason.
Thank you so much, Jason Hayes. Thank you for that email. Keep going. Let us know how you get on. We are all ears. Please stay in touch. But also, there's a huge thing to sort of mention there. A few of my mates have said that. They've been telling their friends about the pod. It's an obvious thing to say, but if you do, thank you. If you've done that, we cannot thank you enough. And it's because of you that the numbers are going mad at the moment. So thank you.
And our winner this week goes to a lovely man. Well done to Danny Burford. Danny, can I say, when this email came in, I screen grabbed it and sent it to Price instantly. And I said, Danny, I've never laughed so much reading an email from a listener until we had this. And I don't want to over-egg the pudding, and but Danny, we really enjoyed it. It went in the Golf History of My Life WhatsApp group instantly, and everyone was lolling.
Yep.
So should I just cut to the chase and read it?
Come on.
Dear Golf is Ruining My Life team.
Excellent start.
I need your help. Not with my swing, not with my putting, but with a far more dangerous hazard. My soon-to-be wife discovering I follow both Grace... Is it Grace Charis? I don't know who Grace Charis is, but I know exactly who Paige Spiranac is on Instagram.
Oh,
so I imagine...
Paige Spiranac.
Is Grace Charis
Yes.
in the same world as Paige Spiranac, I imagine?
Yes. I would assume so, Tom. I think there's a theme. I think the theme is, of course, that they're both excellent golfers.
It all started so innocently. I was scrolling one evening, just trying to understand the fine mechanics of the modern golf swing, as taught exclusively by Instagram models in activewear, obviously. When she looked over my shoulder, a pause, a glare, then came the words that chilled me to my core. Are these your golf coaches? Now,
mate.
I had two options. Option one.
Leave her. Panic. Run out of the house. Never go back.
Throw your phone out the window. Set your phone on fire.
Yeah.
I love you. Option one. Lie. Say I follow them purely for golf tips. That it's a research thing. That I'm committed to improving my golf by watching 15-second reels in slow-mo.
Shot from a very specific angle. Front on really helps.
Option two. Double down and say, babe, it's for the algorithm. The more I watch them, the more golf content I get. It's science. I'm helping the bots help me.
I think this is all known as gaslighting, by the way. We're in dangerous territory here.
I panicked. I did both. Now my question to you is, if you were in my position, what would you do? So, she now thinks I'm both a liar and some kind of weirdo golf data scientist pervert hybrid.
Yeah.
The wedding's still going ahead, I think, but she's banned me from using Instagram unless supervised. I now get my golf tips from a 63-year-old man named Gary on YouTube who films in 240p and calls every club my trusty mashie.
Gary, I love Gary. I've got a Gary account as well.
The fiancé has since found the funny side of this and is happy for me to tell this story. Anyway, thanks for giving me my golf safe space to confess. Yours in shame, Danny, golf enthusiast, follower of purely educational content.
Oh, Danny. I mean, it's wonderful stuff, first of all. Round of applause. Danny Burford is the winner of this week's voucher to go and spend £50 or more if you want to, but we're giving you £50 towards anything on Golf Bidder. Well done, Danny. It's a,
such a good email.
I would say it's something of a digital elephant in the room of all of our lives, isn't it, when it comes to golf? The fact that if you are of certain persuasions, you end up watching certain content providers on Instagram who happen to have, as a complete coincidence, extremely, how can I put this? Well-fitted. Well, I'm just saying, we end up watching a lot of fit women on Instagram and pretending it's golf. Sure. I mean, we all do it. And
definitely
pretend
a content
it's not
stream.
us.
That's definitely a content stream, isn't it? And it's mad because I don't know how you feel about this, but I don't think I actively seek out this content. Yet it's always on my Instagram. The algorithm knows, and I don't know how.
I feel like your wife. I'm actually almost believing you. It's incredible.
I've never searched this.
I see why she's with you now. Okay, no, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry to hear that, babe. Have you thought about resetting your cookies?
No, I love my cookies as they are, thanks. Very funny email, Danny, and very accurate. Great. And weirdly, something we've never spoken about on this show. But Danny, our algorithms are the same, don't worry. It's everyone's algorithms. It's not our fault.
Yes.
Algorithms just know us better than we know us.
Yes, it knows we have a passion for golf. So listen, talking of passions for golf, we're nearly done for another day. Thank you, Danny. Keep the emails coming in. Next Thursday, we will do that again to win a voucher for £50 to spend at Golf Bidder. The Tom's at golfersruiningmylife.co.uk. Tom, have we got any other business? We're nearly at time. Anything else we should be mentioning?
No, the only other thing to say is if you are going to Golf Bidder, we've had a few people go, I bought loads of stuff from Golf Bidder. Didn't use the affiliate link, guys. That's fine. It's boring admin, but do go and click that affiliate link in the bio, in the description.
That doesn't really sort of bring me back for next week's episode.
Oh, God, no. But what I will tell you is, and again, not been paid to say this, the lab putter has really changed my golfing game. I really enjoyed it. I know, Tom, you've not got on with yours quite as well as I have. But I think going from a bladed putter to I don't know how much weight to put on the lab putter. I don't know whether it's going from a bladed putter to a more mallet style heavier putter that's really helped, or if really me and the lab putter are just best pals.
Labs. I had to go with your lab putter, and we've got basically the same one, but I have a series of different choices along the way. Mine is heavier and has a different face. Yours is way nicer. I had to go with yours, and I was like, bombs. Way nicer than mine. But such is life. You know, it's made a massive difference. So when we next meet, we have got some exciting news we're going to be talking to you about. Also, Tom, are you playing golf between now and next time we talk?
Now, this is an interesting one. Based on that email we just had from Danny and sort of golf and your other halves, we're about to go into a bank holiday weekend, which in the UK, which should scream. What should it scream? Golf. Loads of golf. But it is my wife's birthday tomorrow. So it is a tricky one. And my friend Neil's emailed saying, do you want to play golf on Friday? And I thought, well, Neil, it's not Anne's birthday, so maybe. Yeah.
I think you can get away with it. Just say it's 9 holes and then it dragged on a bit and I love you. Something like that. One of those. They love it when you say I love you. The other half.
Very quick story as well from my my golf club. I got a locker, Tom, and they said, because you're a younger guy, you're going to get one of the upstairs lockers. So I was like,
because you can get upstairs.
Because I can go upstairs. Fine, yeah, cool, golf. So went to the golf club, trekked around all the top floor, went into the offices, went to the back rooms. They meant the second layer of locker in the golf in the locker room, not upstairs. Thank you to loads of people that went, I've not seen any lockers upstairs, but I'll help you look. No, they just meant the second layer.
Apologies to the security guard who reported the prowler in the ladies' changing room. That was Tom Green. We are, as ever, sadly done and dusted. We'll be back very soon for more Golfers Ruining My Life. Don't forget to subscribe and like and all your reviews. And thank you for listening. Thank you for being there. And we'll see you next week for more.
See you next time. Bye.